You understand how YouTube automation works, but you still struggle getting views on your channel and having a proper idea of how to actually set up channels, test niches, and get something that gets traction and gets monetized. Well, this is a problem that a lot of beginners have, and in this video, I'm going to review a channel from one of my community members that has the same problem and tell him exactly what he needs to do different and has to fix to actually get views, get into the YouTube Partner Program, and start making money with his YouTube automation channel. And real quick, my name is Casper van der Rie. For the past 4 years, I have done YouTube automation. It allowed me to not work a job and live completely remote running Faceless YouTube channels. And for the past 3 years, I have also coached over 100 people, helping them start YouTube automation channels. And so yeah, in this video, I'm gonna dive into 3 main problems that is blocking new people from getting views and get monetized, and also the 3 ways how to overcome that. So let's dive straight in. All right, so today we are reviewing the channel from Benoit G, who is a member of my free community, the Faceless Tuber School. You can join us for free if you want to and get your channel reviewed too. His niche is the true crime niche, and his main problem that he is having with his channel is that the idea was to try and revisit some cold cases, or I mean, this was the idea of the channel, sorry. The idea was to try and revisit some cold cases, so unsolved murders, deaths, disappearances, and try to bring a new vision to the stories, aiming specifically for less known stories, all right? So it sounds like a very basic and typical true crime storytelling channel that he wanted to start. Now, his biggest struggle is basically what I just told you, is that getting views and getting good stories to get tractions for. So he's not getting views, he's not monetized, and he's not completely sure what to make his videos about. So before we get into the 3 main issues and the 3 fixes for that, let's have a look at the channel. So here it is, Cold Trail Stories. So it's called Cold Trail, his banner is Cold Trail Stories, has same logo as his banner basically with the text. Now he has this like darker branding in the forest walking with this purple branding, looks decent. He has 76 videos up and 257 subscribers. Let's see the intro he wrote. So we're going to Cold Trail Stories, a channel dedicated to real unsolved mysteries. Here you find true crime, blah, blah, blah. If you're down to cases, okay, this looks decent, good enough. He made a tap link, Instagram and TikTok for it already. Pretty good if you have something that works. He has, let's see, 3 videos up, it seems here, and then some shorts, all right? So he has 3 long form videos, 4 months ago, 3 months ago, and 1 month ago. They got 6 views, 63 and 340 views. And then he has a bunch of shorts uploaded on here too. I do not know if Benoit bought this channel or if he launched it himself. And his short got like 1.7 and 1.6K views, okay. And then here he posted 1 video. All right, so this is his channel, Cold Trail. And again, he's not sure where to go with it. He's not sure what niche or like what videos to make, how to do branding, and how to get more views. And honestly, this is the most typical channel for anyone that is starting YouTube automation. It is always this case where beginners, they think like, okay, I know how YouTube automation works. Let me start a channel. And then they post like 2 or 3 videos. They don't go viral, they don't get monetized, and the people that start the channels are like, hey, this is not working. Why do I not make 10K a month yet? Let me stop the channel. It's probably not gonna work for me. And then they quit, and then they start asking questions, and they got lost on what to do. This is like a very typical roadmap. All right. So let's walk over the 3 main issues looking at this channel that we just saw. All right. So let me clear this up. So here are the 3 main issues that Benoit is having with this channel when you ask me. So number 1, he has no proper strategy for your video formats. Number 2 is no proper branding style for the channel and thumbnails. And then problem number 3, there's no real idea of how to approach and test YouTube automation or YouTube automation niches. All right, and I have the M3, M2, and 1 after that. And what that means is basically what part of YouTube automation this belongs to. So the way I go about the 5M program is M1 is the mindset behind YouTube automation, M2 is the fundamental information of how it works, M3 is niche research and finding niches and testing channels and formats, M4 is video production, and 5 is monetization and scaling. So every time I look at channels or problems people have or like bottlenecks people can have, I link them to one of these categories. So the M1, 2, 3, 4, or 5. So he said that he's not getting views and finding good stories to get traction. So not getting views, usually relates to the niche you are in and the videos you're posting and how many videos you're posting and what you're posting and how good the quality is and how good the branding is. All right, so that belongs to M3, which is the niche research, but also the video production. So it's kind of M3 and M4, I would say. All right, so I will add M4 to this. So it's a mix, like getting views is a mix of the videos and the thumbnails and the titles, but also the niche that you are in and the videos that you're producing. Okay, no proper branding style for the channel and for the thumbnails. So this is M2. So this is the fundamental information of how to like make an ID for your niche, like what you want to make, what you want to create, how you want it to look. And yeah, how you set up your branded channel. And to quickly like go deeper on that, if you look at this channel, there's no congruency at all, if you know what I mean. So see, there's like some purple lantern here with cool trail stories, and then here you have 3 videos. They all have a different font and they all have a completely different color palette and ID for like how it's looking, you know. And that is what I mean with the branding. Like there's no congruency in how the brand looks at all. And I haven't even looked at the videos yet, so I'm not going to even talk about that. And then the third one is no real idea of how to approach this YouTube automation. So one thing that I see the most with beginners is it's funny because it's such a classic example here. They have 3 videos posted, maybe like 2 to 5 videos, and then they have a bunch of random shorts that maybe is in kind of in the same niche, but it doesn't really relate to anything for the long form channel. And yeah, after the 3 videos, they just give up. They don't reach 10 videos, 15, 20 videos. They get 3 videos. They think it doesn't work. They try some shorts to get like more views or subs. And then they just give up on posting. And yeah, this just goes to show that these people, they think about, okay, I'm going to do this true crime niche, but they do not have a strategy of how to actually analyze this niche, how to analyze the formats. Before they start, they don't know which videos they are going to post. When you do your niche research and you make sort of like an ID for the channel you are going to test, you should have the first 20 video titles already put in an Excel sheet with how you want them to look. You don't want to set up your channel and your niche and then be like, oh, hey, which video shall I start posting today or next week? You want to have a structured ID of the views your niche is getting based on competitors and how well competitors are doing, see which outliers they have and how well their videos are doing. And based on these like positive statistics, you want to come up with 10 or 20 new video IDs and then test those IDs in a certain branding style. And that is how you test a channel. You don't start in a true crime niche because you think it's a fun niche without any proper research. You post 3 videos. And honestly, by the way, 340 videos for your first video is pretty decent. 60 videos for your first or second video is pretty decent too. 6 is bad, of course, but you cannot expect to get any proper results if you only post 3 videos and then mix some shorts in there. First of all, if you're gonna make a long form channel that you want to monetize through AdSense, do not post shorts with that, okay? That's another bonus tip. Just don't do this at all. So Benoit, for you, what I would do, I would make a new channel, make up 10 to 15 of these like true crime stories in kind of the same niche within the true crime niche that you're going to be making videos about. Make them all 10, 15 or 20 minutes long so it's congruent. Come up with one branding style for your thumbnails and titles based on what worked before, and then test 10 to 15 videos without stopping and giving up. Like if you post 3 videos in 4 months, it's not fair to say it's not working because you haven't put enough inputs in, all right? So these were kind of the fixes, but let me clear them up here for you. So yeah, number 1, understand niche research and niches and the art of finding a niche and ideating a format around that niche to test. Plus just upload more to actually test it, all right? So like I just said, when you get into true crime, before you even launch your channel, you already have to know what the format and the topic and the overarching niche of your channel is gonna be, and then what the subtopics in your channel is going to be. So for example here, this seems like it's like some, the Dyatlov Pass instance still makes no sense. So I don't know what Dyatlov Pass is related to, but let's say, I don't know, I see some mountains in the thumbnail, maybe it's about like mountain climbing accidents. Your channel could be about like accidents that happen during mountain climbing or like climbing Mount Everest and that kind of stuff, and then make all your videos kind of about like accidents around mountain climbing and the bad stories behind them. And then all these stories are about different mountains, for example. And then you make a congruent experience for your viewers that they like to come back to. So that is kind of what I mean with understanding the niche research and the formats that you want to get better at. So if you want to learn how to do this properly, I would highly recommend you to join my free Faceless YouTuber School community and watch the M3 Premium program about the niche research, so you understand how to actually find those overarching niches and the sub niches and topics behind that before even launching your channel, and also checking the numbers so you know that you will get views too, right? Fix number 2, understand and research competitor channels in your market to see what works for them, and based off of winning concepts, come up with your unique branding color and font styles. So you don't want to go into YouTube automation and try to come up with some new ideas yourself. You always want to start this, find competitors that are working, check their numbers, see their views, see if they're on an uptrend or in a downtrend, see which videos in the last 3, 4, 5, 6 months were outliers, so got more views than other videos. And based on that, decide if it's still a smart niche to get into based on the competitor, like how well they are doing, and then come up with a new style in that niche with your own branding style. So you have a congruent experience, because look, here we have the purple, the red, the different fonts, like the neon lights here, and it doesn't make sense as a whole. And if you land on your channel, you just want to have one beautiful, congruent experience, right? So, and then the third thing, this is, by the way, the branding style is about M2, the fundamentals. So the fundamental like branding styles and the idea behind YouTube automation and how to do your testing strategy. What that relates to. And then number 3, you want to know what you are testing and follow a proper testing strategy. We use the 5M system again. You want to follow the system and not just wing it. It starts with seeing you mix short and long form videos. You have no branding style and basically gave up after 3 videos. So yeah, you have no testing strategy. And this is what I see with a lot of beginners. They're like, okay, yeah, YouTube automation, I find a niche and I test some videos. You need to have a proper strategy that you approach and repeat until you find what works. So you want to, again, have a system of how you find niches, how you check the numbers, what is working, what's not working, make 15 video ideas for that niche and format, test it. If it works, you scale it up. If it doesn't work, you cut it and do it again. And that is how you want to proceed with this. You don't want to just start a channel, come up with 3 videos that you think would do fine, and then after 2 videos be like, hey, I didn't make $5,000 yet with this channel. It's probably not working. This is not working for me. I got scammed, and you're gonna quit. That's not fair. You have to at least test 3, 4, 5 channels each with like 10 to 15 videos to see what works and then scale it up. And that is how YouTube automation works. And that is the tips I wanted to give you in this video. Benoit G. All right, guys, so that was it for the review about this true crime channel from my community member, Benoit G. I hope you learned from this a lot and that the 3 tips helped you as a beginner start YouTube automation too. If you have any questions about something, drop them in the comments here on YouTube. If you want to join my free YouTube automation challenge, join the community. The link is in the description too. You can also ask me personal questions. And if you want, I can review your channel like this too, so you get a very personal approach of how this works. Now, if you found this interesting and if you want to learn more about this 5M system that I apply to my channel, you can watch this video in screen here to learn a little bit more about the way I do things with YouTube automation.